Please read the disclaimer. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, money makers. Today is a very big day here for XRP. It could be game changing for XRP. I know we talk about that a lot. But after the fact that XRP and the whole crypto market has been in a downtrend over the past week, well, you could say over the past few months since July, right? We've been in a downtrend, but the general crypto market has been in a downtrend as well. And interestingly, the Bitcoin dominance has been dropping as well. So usually when we see a sell-off like this, Bitcoin dominance actually starts going up because Bitcoin holds a lot better than altcoins, right? But because altcoins have taken such a hit over the past few weeks, right, since basically September 10th there, we've seen Bitcoin dominance rise. And over the past 2 weeks or so, we've seen it come down. So it will be very interesting to see how the market reacts, right? How the market maybe breathes a little bit, maybe recovers a little bit. Again, there's nothing for sure, but it will be very interesting to see how XRP, how Bitcoin, how Ethereum, Ethereum's all the way down to 2,700, big pullback. Sol is at 126. I mean, we were over 200, 250 just a few weeks ago. So the whole crypto market has taken a big pullback here. And we've seen pullbacks like this before. Remember, Sol was at 290 and it dropped all the way to under 100. Ethereum pulled back significantly. It might have been over from 4,000 all the way to 1,200. So there have been pullbacks like this, but again, the timing, the dates, the when, the how is a little bit concerning. But again, long term, I still have my plan in place. Again, this is just my plan. This is just what I am doing. This is just my opinion. Again, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very, very important. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Now, today, November 22nd, is a very important day for two reasons. First reason second reason we'll get to in just a second. It has more to do with XRP. But the first reason is it's because it's the day that I, saw light for the first time. And because of that, I want to do something special, right? And I want to give out a gift, right, to the community. So we're going to do something special here. I haven't done this ever before. We're going to give out a gift, is it a Benjamin, right? One Benjamin. So we're seeing there at, I think it's 100, yeah. And to the winner, we're going to do a raffle. And to be qualified for this raffle, you need to do 3 simple things. Simple, right? Be subscribed to the channel. That's easy enough. Number 2 is follow me on Twitter. Okay, follow me on Twitter. Easy. I'm going to link to that in the description and in the pinned comment. And the third one is to join our free and open Telegram group. You can see here, also pinned in the comment. Now, if you are already part of the group or already follow me on Twitter or already subscribed, you are already eligible, right? If you have all 3, you're eligible. But if not, if you only have 1 of 2, 2 or 3, or 0 of 3, now's the time to do that. And then you can be eligible for this. We'll do it, I think, till next Saturday and get people enough time. I'll remind you about this. And so you can start doing that. Again, it's nothing that it does. You don't have to sign up to anything or do anything. You just have to join or follow. Easy peasy. I feel like other people, especially on Twitter, my size of YouTube channel, have 80,000, 90,000, 100,000 followers on Twitter, and I am only at 5,000. It's, of course, my fault, right? But also, I think other people do similar stuff. So we're going to try it out. It's the B-Day, so, let's give out a gift. So again, do those 3 things, and you will be eligible, okay? So The second thing that is happening today, which is a little bit more significant here for XRP, is that the ISO 222 messaging comes into effect today. So starting November 22nd, Global Payment Network fully adopts the ISO 222 standard, replacing the out-of-date 1970s format, right? And you can see here, it's showing the ISO site is showing an approved request to enable Ripple's interledger on the Swift network. We have integration, full integration. This was an old system. Swift says here, this weekend was a major milestone in payments. The coexistence period between MT and ISO 222 message standard ends from November 22nd, 2025. All 5-to-5 payment instruction messages will be delivered only on the ISO 222 format. It brings a richer data, better compliance, and improved automation, but preparation is key to avoid any bad messages and operational delays. Be prepared for the weekend. And so they're talking about this. And this will be very interesting to see. You know, I see this tweet here. It says, if I wake up tomorrow and it doesn't send XRP, up, like all these influencers keep claiming, we're seriously need to start holding people accountable, right? I never thought that this was going to short term move the price of XRP up, right? It's an important thing that is happening. It's important for XRP. It's important for payment systems. But just like the ETFs, where I warned that people will be like, oh, once this happens, everything's going to be beautiful and flowers and the skies are going to be blue, right? And I said, no, right? We have to take into consideration that a lot of liquidity is still sitting on the sidelines. A lot of liquidity is still very, very cautious right now. A lot of people are still, waiting and seeing what's happening. Now, is that correct or wrong? That is your decision to make. Again, I deployed some positions over the weekend, and we'll see what happens with them. Okay. But it's very important to remember that the market can continue to drop, even though it seems that it's dropped a lot. And we're looking at the stochastic RSI and we're seeing we're at the bottom. And we're looking at the fear and we say, oh, the fear hasn't been at a situation like this, for a while, basically since the low level here in June of 2022, when we were in extreme fear for a prolonged period of time. Even in February, only one day got to this 10 level, right? But now we've been here for multiple days. So this is a situation that we need to be careful with, right? In the short term. Long term, again, my thesis is still the same. I'm still very, very bullish on the crypto market. But again, day to day, week to week, things can change, things can flip, things can get depressing, then things can get very, very exciting. This is just how markets are. I know it's not for everybody. And we've definitely seen a lot of fall off over the past few weeks with people losing interest, people leaving, people clocking out. This is just how it is. It happens every time we see a pullback like this. And then when the market starts getting green or we have a run up like we did in July, suddenly everyone's back and everybody is back on the choo-choo. And so we'll see what happens. Now, something that we also have to take into consideration. I wanted to update on this first. I forgot. The inflows on the XRP ETFs are looking pretty good, right? And we'll continue to see what happens with that. Again, same thing here. I told you, price goes up when there is buying, when there's more buying than selling, when money comes in and wants to buy the asset. If that's not happening across the board, then it's very, very hard to see a significant price movement to the upside. Again, remember, XRP market cap is 115 billion. It's not, a lot of money needs to come in order to move a price of XRP. If there's just news to move up a significant amount, a lot of money needs to come in. Okay, and there are a lot of short positions open right now. I showed that last night, that are kind of blocking the movement, in the very small time frame. So there's a lot of algos that are moving now. There's a lot of day traders that are moving now, and it's a very complex situation the day-to-day aspect of it. Okay, long term, again, it's a totally different story. What we are seeing, though, that is also putting fear in the market is the Fed situation. And some of the Fed representatives are now saying that they oppose a December cut. Lori Logan says she won't back rate cuts unless inflation cools faster or jobs weaken. And Susan Collins signaled that keeping rates steady is appropriate as inflation remains elevated. But if we go to the probabilities, which is very, very interesting, yesterday we had 71% of no rate cuts, and today we had it dropped down. So that means that actually we should look at it from a different aspect. We should look at it as yesterday there was a 28.5% probability of no reduction, and now of a reduction of 0.25%, and now that jumped to 67.3%. So you can see it flipped between the two. So now the market is thinking that yes, there will be a rate cut. After yesterday, it came out that they were only releasing CPI data for October in December because of the government shutdown. So that totally flipped, which is very, very interesting that happened. And again, that might put a little bit more confidence in the market, although you're seeing this where you have Fed presidents saying that they oppose a rate cut. Very confusing, mixed signals. When you have a situation like this, creates fear, creates uncertainty. When we have fear and uncertainty, people don't feel confident in purchasing because they don't know, is this the bottom? Is it going to keep on dropping? And, there are tactics to do, DCAing and people that, do thirds, and things like that. There's all kinds of tactics to try to mitigate, a falling knife situation. That's what it's called when you don't know how low it can potentially go. And so this will be interesting to see how the market plays out in the next coming weeks. Again, we've talked about the possibility that XRP continues to drop, that Bitcoin goes to 75,000, and all of this is on the table, right? I'm not taking it out of the realm of possibility, but we have seen Bitcoin get to 70,000 and even that range, and then bounce up and rally over the next few months. So again, 2025 was supposed to be an amazing year. The end of 2025, it hasn't played out like that. This cycle has been different than other cycles, and we'll see what happens. Again, long term, I'm still very, very confident. And I've learned in the past, when everybody is freaked out and everybody is scared, those are usually my best of times. It's funny, right? But those are, when you look back, those are usually, again, not every single time, but usually those are my best times to get the stuff I want. Okay. Now, again, for the B-Day celebration, we're going to be doing that raffle. So again, you need to subscribe to the channel. Very, very important. You need to follow me on X. Very, very important. And join the free and open Telegram group. Okay. And that's the another community that we have there. So again, do those three things, and we have that birthday celebration promotion. One Benjamin was going to be sent out to the winner chicken dinner. Again, like I said, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. This video was for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. Don't forget to smash the like button, and again, check the links out in the description down below. Drop a comment, 8 for infinity and beyond. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.